we're back.
Mm-hmm.
For round 3.
Round 3. Yay.
Betray
Guess
Your
what?
Moon.
Betray Your Moon is actually in here. It's the first chapter. It's really good. There's a little bit that was different. Striga.
I think that's how you say it. I'm not 100% on it. But I think that's, I can remember that's the way they pronounced it in the episode of Supernatural when it was in there.
Yeah.
But,
we like that one.
But they could have been pronouncing it wrong too, so.
Yeah. There it is. Okay. The biggest difference between this episode and what's in the book is actually the description, how the Striga looks. This one, she's supposed to be shaped like a barrel of beer. Other than that, because she wasn't round, she was very in the show. She was like Slender Man.
So she's supposed to be round, big, and thick.
Yeah, round, big, and thick. But it was really good. I liked how they took a lot from this story and explained it in the TV show. It worked out well both ways. They explained it differently in the TV show than they did in the book, but it still was explained well and translated well both ways, I think.
So you could get it.
Yeah, you understood it both ways. It didn't matter. But it was really cool. I like that. And this one picked up more in the action. Right?
Yeah, well, this episode is the first episode that we get that's more balanced.
Yeah.
Like, there's a pretty good balance between the action and fighting scenes or sequences and the storytelling and like character development parts.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're learning about each individual character and like what sets them apart from the other characters, what makes them different once they're identifying characteristics and stuff like that.
I do like how they did the other Witcher. The one that died.
Yeah.
I don't, like, in the book, it doesn't say that he died. It says that he left. He saw her, he didn't like it, he left.
Well, they already paid, well, I don't know if it's like that in the book, but they had already paid
I
him
don't
ahead of time, so.
I don't think that particular one had already taken payment. But there was one that asked for payment or something. And in there, he said...
apparently completely against what the guild...
Yeah, he says Witchers don't take payment ahead of time or something beforehand.
They basically take payment when service is rendered.
Yeah, he takes payment after he takes care of business, yeah. And that's how they are taught.
Supposed to be.
Supposed to be taught.
But you're going to have those outliers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see if I can find it. It's in here somewhere. But anyway, it's really good. And it's the same... it stays along kind of the same storyline. Except for in the show... some things that were more highlighted in the story were not as, I don't know, important, maybe? I don't know. It was kind of weird.
From the show to the book?
Yeah, the book, it was like, oh, this. And this is so important. But then in the show, it was like,
so they highlighted different things in the book and then in the show. Okay.
But they were all still there. Really, okay, in the book, it was highlighted about the child's parents. And they were supposedly twins. Yeah, the mom and dad were twins. And...
Okay, you're talking about the parents.
Yeah, the prince and princess.
The Striga?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like it tells you on here, like it tells you in here, it was widely known.
Which you see later on in the episode.
Yeah, it was widely known that.
Which kind of lends credence to let us know that it is time jumping.
Yeah.
Because they were young kids.
Oh, yeah.
And the part in this episode when Geralt is fighting the Striga is after them kids have done grown up and had a daughter, and the daughter is the Striga.
Yeah. But in the show, the fact that the Striga's father was the king was kind of glossed over, whereas in the book it was like a highlight. And it was because in the story, in the show, it was like, oh well, we don't really know why the curse happened or whatever. But in the book, they all knew from the get-go. They just didn't know who originally cast the curse.
In the book, did it talk about the relations between the two being consensual? Because in the TV show, it sounded like they were trying to say that he was raping her.
No, it was consensual.
You remember the part
book.
In the show?
Yeah. But that was a jilted lover.
Well,
that's what I got from
saying.
it. But in the book, it was it was consensual, but she refused. It does not mean he was wrong. But in the book, she refused to marry him. Marry her brother.
It was her brother.
Yeah.
Okay. So she was okay with.
She was okay with it. She just refused to marry him.
She just didn't want to.
That was just kind of weird. I don't know. Okay, so the next part of the story.
That kind of stuff wasn't uncommon though.
No, back then, no.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, especially with monarchs, that they liked keeping it in the family, literally. Which is why their kids had so many problems. And they stayed sick and all of that. And the bloodline was watered down. Or like you had people that would say, like especially in England, they would say, "Oh, the royals look like crap. That's why. All pale." But like, yeah, because people had the thing going around. It was like, yeah, because the bloodline's watered down.
Well, the blood that tree doesn't branch enough.
Yeah.
That tree does not branch enough.
Which is why they started trying to marry off into like the Russian royal family and stuff when they still had a royal family and everything. Like, you know, they were trying to throw a little bit of spice up in that bland stuff.
Okay, the other side of the story in this one, you don't see a whole lot of Ciri in this episode.
You get a little bit.
A little bit, but it's not much. It's
mainly focused around Geralt and Yennefer.
Yeah.
Because this is when you really get Yennefer coming out. Mm-hmm. I guess you could say. Although there are some awkward ass moments in this episode that I'm just like, huh?
Yeah.
Why would you even do that? No, like, that's weird.
That was an illusion.
Which, I don't care. Which makes you kind of question, like,
everything.
Her, period. Like, I thought, you know, I mean, like I said in the last one, I felt sorry for her because of the way that she was treated and everything in her village and stuff, but like...
I still don't like her.
Then you get introduced to this whole other side of her in this episode, and you're like, she's kind of cold, calculated, and sadistic. And, like, she really don't care. Like, she'll do whatever it takes to get power and keep it. Mm-hmm. Because she don't want to feel insecure and vulnerable anymore.
Yeah, she's figured out how to be strong, and that's
take control. Yeah.
Yeah.
So much so to the point that she's taking control from the sorceress that is training her.
Let me go get this child. Come here, Love. Are you getting tired? Okay, you lay down.
But like I said, she had started taking control away from the sorceress that was training her, and she was powerful.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
Pretty cool. I thought it was kind of neat.
She learned how to manipulate these people
Big time.
really quickly
Big
and adapt.
And like, did she know from the get-go that the dude was manipulating her, or?
Yeah, I think she did. I think she caught, like, originally when they first, like, remember when she
When they very first met.
When she first opened that portal and
Yeah.
went there, and they first met, I don't really think she got that vibe from him then.
And I don't think he was then.
No, because he had no idea who she was.
Yeah.
He just knew that she just appeared. But anyway, I think she has this ability to read people really well and pick up on things. And if she gets the wrong vibe from you, or if she feels like she's getting the wrong vibe from you, you don't get a second chance. She's outing you from day one, and she's already got a plan in motion in her head.
Yeah, she's very smart.
Yeah, it's like
now that she's kind of gotten a grasp on what she's doing,
what her role is, and how powerful she actually really is.
Yeah, she's like, no,
because at this point, like I said, this is only the third episode. And by the end of this episode, she's done reached the point to where she knows that the sorceress that's even training her can't touch her. And she knows it. There ain't nothing she can do to her that Yennefer can't turn on her tenfold.
Yeah. If you could only see what is going on behind the camera right now.
Yes, he's riding his stick horse.
Rudolph.
That Rudolph brought for him.
Bring me your stick horse so we can show everybody. Rudolph brought him a stick horse. And he's got it in a
don't
paper.
Get in front of the camera.
He's got it in a wrapping paper roll.
Mm-hmm. No, don't get in front of the camera.
And he's running around the room riding it. Come here, Ma. Come sit up here.
In the room, subscribe.
Yes, don't forget to subscribe. Tell them say we like the show.
And hit
like the show, and we already did it.
Yeah, at least the first 3 episodes.
Yep, we gotta watch the rest of them. And you got something sticky all over your arm.
But we can't really watch that much into him while he's awake.
Yeah, they're a little bit graphic for this one.
What the?
Yeah. Especially certain parts in this episode.
Yeah, seriously.
Like a butt.
Hey, stop that.
Hush, not like a butt. But anyway, and if you've seen this episode, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Hey, if you saw the first one, you have an idea of what we're talking about.
You're gonna knock him
This second one, this third one rather, is pretty bad. Okay, stop.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not really bad. It's just there's awkward spots and
There's
like
some very
stuff
awkward
that happens that you're like, I wouldn't do that, and I'm secure with what I do.
Yeah,
But
it was just weird.
Ain't no way.
Nah, stop, baby.
And anyway, what else? Oh, the Striga almost killing Geralt.
Oh yeah.
That was
And that in this story, that's what starts the whole storyline, the whole book storyline.
That's Striga meant business.
Where the injuries that he received from the Striga is what put him at the temple in this book. So I'm interested to see what happens next, like how they continue that, or if they even continue that. If they even continue that in this series. Enough.
But yeah, she really put it to him because she pretty much ripped his whole throat out just about.
Spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler. Sorry. No.
Swell on my butt naked.
No, not butt naked.
Lachlan.
But if if you hadn't seen the episode, then you should be watching this anyway, because this is
Yeah, you should know that this is a spoiler field thing. But
spoiler. So if you have not seen the episode, I'm telling you right now, stop watching the video, go watch the episode, then come back and finish watching the video.
Yeah. You should have figured that out from the others.
Yeah. But
I'm kind of interested to see what his bite, what consequences come of that.
all right, what kind of scar he gets from it?
No.
Scars
Where to get her to weaken, she bit him. Or he bit her.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, the way that it left off, it was like there's some kind of consequence because of that. And I think that, I still feel that in the book somewhere. Like something's going to come from that. I don't know what. I'm kind of confused.
Some kind of new ability.
Yeah, something going on. I don't know. But it was still thumbs up. On to the next episode.
Yes, double thumbs
La.
up for sure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure because by the end of this episode, isn't it we're at the end of the episode? Wasn't at the end of this episode that Siri was getting entranced and led into the forest?
This beginning of the next episode. We skipped ahead. We watched like the first 5 minets of the next episode.
Well, I thought that was leading into the next episode though, because it was at the end of that episode.
It might have been, but that is what the next episode is about.
But yeah, so I'm guessing this next episode we're gonna get a heavy dose of Siri.
Siri wanders into an enchanted forest.
So yeah, I'm guessing we're gonna get a heavy dose of Siri.
Yennefer tries to protect her charges. I wonder who her charges are.
I'm guessing she's fixing to get a run in with the elves.
I don't know. We're fixing to find out. But,
so anyway, stay tuned and check back with us for the next one.
Thanks.